So stay tuned for the Veda Wave today. So just recently, a study just came out that in plastic bottles, a liter of plastic bottle, there's hundreds of times more micro, nano-sized plastic particles that have gotten into each bottle of water. They say there's about 240,000 of these particles, which is 100 times more than what they've estimated before. And many types of plastic and chemicals in those plastics that get broken down. So I think we all kind of suspected it from the beginning, didn't we, that plastic bottles couldn't be that good. So not just for the environment, but also for the bodies. It leaks everywhere, it gets into the bloodstream, into the heart, into the lungs. And they don't really know, how it's impacting these organs yet, but also each of those plastics have a number of different chemicals, phthalates, different, even carcinogenic compounds. There's a big deal made about the different types of plastics that were toxic, and a lot of bottles don't use that, but still they're plastic particulates. So water is a big issue, and unfortunately water these days, tap water, has a lot of issues. There's arguments around distilled water. Distilled water is actually probably the purest water because everything's taken out, but there's arguments against it. But these days, distilling water and then adding some trace minerals back in is probably one of the safest ways to go. Hey, John. So, but that's a topic of another conversation. So start using less bottled water, plastic. It's also in, when you microwave foods and plastic wraps and things like that, it's everywhere. And, we have to figure out some really good ways to detox the body from these plastics, because not good for the blood vessels, not good for the lungs, not good for the heart. And we'll have to get more information on that. So that's the Veda Wave for today.